Okay, today we're going to be looking at what happens when one prompt is drawn by 30 different artists in Midjourney. You gotta see this. Mechanical warlock, whimsical, menacing, bold. Pretty simple, let's see what they come up with. The first artist here is Leonid Afromov. I'm sorry for any names I pronounce incorrectly throughout this. Look how beautiful these are. Those colors, those brush strokes, that's absolutely wild. Like the figure himself is quite clear, but the backgrounds, it's crazy. I could literally try to copy this and I don't think I'd come anywhere close. Next up we have Lois Van Barla, and I think she's got quite a unique style as well. Love the slim faces, love the stare downs from these eyes. Quite menacing, quite bold poses as well. Here's Carol Bach, and oh my god, I didn't include the word intricate, but these are quite intricate. These are also all in the aspect ratio of 16:9. Wide. Which one's your favorite? Maybe number 3 because I like her face, but number 1 pretty sick as well. Here's Aubrey Beardsley, a nice little duotone, or is this monochrome? I don't know. I'm not exactly an artist. We got some beautiful black and white illustrations here. I think it picks up on the word menacing, that's for sure. Here's The Warlock by Kathy Sorry. Oof, number 4. Oh my god, look how good these are. It's that plain background that I think just makes it so captivating, especially with these mechanical gears. All of these are just incredible. I don't know if I could pick. I don't know if I have a favorite. Here's Ray Caesar. He's definitely got a unique style. Almost looks like card art. Maybe he is a card artist. These are some pretty distinct character designs. Gorgeous looking concept art. Love the weapons too. This is a pretty sweet gun. Sandra Chebrier? I am so sorry if I said that incorrectly. But look at number 1. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. I think what's really interesting is just how different each of the 4 generations are. Very distinct. And here we have Frank Cho. Oof. Illustrator extraordinaire. I love the idea of number 1 and number 4. Just great anatomy work. Yeah, that's what's crazy. If the reference artist works in this sort of anatomical style, Midjourney can recreate it. Don't look too closely at the fingers. There might be one too many, but we're getting closer to perfection. I like number 2 a lot as well. Here's Harry Clark. Now, what would you call this style? They're almost like tarot cards. Is that the right way to describe it? Number 1, I love these lines, like that blur of motion. So powerful. If you want art that looks like this, consider the name Harry Clark. Next up is Craig Davidson. Oof. How would you describe these? These are so captivating, so epic. Number 1, I can't stop looking at. It's like these antlers in that purple color. And number 2, I love the pose. Love the extra appendages on his hand. Number 3, I love the colors and that face. So sculpted and so spooky. These are unreal. Richard Corbin. Oh, that color palette. Orange, yellow, purple, blue. So sick. This guy's a legend. How could you even pick a favorite? Like, these are too good. And then we have some more tarot card designs here by Walter Crane. I'd say these are more reminiscent of tarot cards. What do you think? I'd say these borders here and even this text reminds me a lot of a tarot card, especially one turned to the side. I think that's probably what this is. If you're looking for something like that, shout out to Walter Crane. Ooh. My heart drops whenever I see Anna Dittman artwork. These are so beautiful. Her composition, I'll never get enough of. Straight on, what I would call perfectly in frame, and just staring into your eyes. I actually love number 4. Her looking off screen here, so good. And then this little burst of flavor on her shoulder. Wowee. And who is this? We have Guy Denning. I'll tell you what, this is a stand-up guy, this Guy right here. That artwork is unreal. It kind of resembles some Metal Gear Solid artwork to me, some concept art. Just this raw potential, rough draft style. This is clearly finished artwork, but the rough texture adds so much to it. Oh, these are so good. Aaron Douglas, welcome to the party. Holy cow. How do you even describe these? It's kind of pop artish, so distinct in its own right. Oh God, each one of them I could talk about for 5 minutes. If this were in layers in Photoshop, these backgrounds would all be masterpieces. But then you have the little accoutrement, splashes of paint, splashes of color, splashes of energy in each one. The silhouette, the poses. Oh my God, Aaron Douglas, you're a genius. And then we come to Philip Droulet. Goosebumps. Legitimate goosebumps right now. I don't even, these are so good. Number 2, I think, stands out the most. Just the intricacies, but also the definition of those intricacies. And then the color in number 3, I guess that's yellow, and then the green, but then the shadow of the sort of turquoise. Oh, that's just mind blown. All one prompt. Mechanical Warlock. Ooh, shout out to Larry Elmore. Very distinct vibe. And for a lot of these artists, it's the background that gets me the most. The fact that Midjourney can put together a cohesive story in the background along with these characters. Sure, you have the Mechanical Warlock, but in number 1, he's sort of in this kingdom. You have the stone here. In number 3, he's in his laboratory. Number 4, look at the kingdom in the background. And number 2, just a spooky little dungeon here with the glowing aura of that artifact. Oh, just gorgeous. Shepherd Fairy. First of all, great name. Second of all, great artwork. If you want pictures that have this color scheme with this illustrative style, they almost look like old posters. I don't know how you would describe this. Those are just unreal. Number 3, that face, that's exceptional work. And then we come to Frank Frazetta. You want to talk about unique style. Holy cow. The background almost looks watercolor. And then the shape, the composition of the frame. These almost leave me speechless. I love the power in number 3. Okay, number 1, extra spooky, extra whimsical. Number 3, extra menacing, extra bold. And I love the idea in number 2. And here we have A.T. Guylan. Never heard that name before. I'm sorry if I said it incorrectly. Oof. How about number 1 and how about number 3? Look at these little devils over his shoulder with the fire coming from the book. That's both. Oh my gosh. So good. Warwick Gobla. Welcome to the party. And thank you for coming. Love the simple backgrounds. I know I said previously that I love some detailed and story-oriented backgrounds. I also love the simple ones. Looks like it was drawn on parchment paper. Number 1 kind of freaks me out, but I love number 2. Number 3 looking extra medieval. And number 4, sure, why not? Look at this little spell coming out of his fingers. Edward Gorey, thank you for your contribution. I don't really know what to say. These are unique, extra unique. If you want art that looks like this, consider Edward Gorey. Mind blown? Look at numbers, like just, it's crazy. Lori Greasley. Oh my gosh. It's the details that get you, but also the tone of the color palette, just like slightly unsaturated. I think that's how you get these shades of the colors, the blues, the purples. This blue in particular, number 4, it's just wild. I really like number 1 as well. Peter Grick or Greek, just wow. What does his artwork look like? I can't believe that this is the same prompt. This is definitely a Mechanical Warlock. Love number 2. Love the helmet and the goggles at number 4, but I really like number 3, especially whatever's going on back here. Oh my gosh, these are crazy. Carnage Griffiths. Oh, wow. Oh, more goosebumps. I get a very similar taste to Anna Dittman, but this guy's on a whole nother level. Gee, it's definitely the composition that stands out so much. How the face flows from one side to the other, getting progressively more rough to the outside. The splashes of paint, insane. Asaf Hanukkah, yes please. Clean imagery, clean lines, clean color palette. Love their style. Oh, the colors in number 4 and the colors in number 3. That's a really pretty green. Is that olive? Superb. Oh, Dan Hillier. Look at these. What am I looking at? I got more goosebumps. Number 1, the mechanical and the feathers. The mechanics of every single one, but then we've got these tree branches coming out. Number 3 and number 4, those eyes. Those eyes, do-do-do-do. Those eyes, do-do-do-do. Those eyes are crying. Those eyes have seen a lot of love, but they're never gonna see another one like I had with you. These are insane. I don't even... If I could draw this, I would never shut up about it. These are the most crazy pictures I've ever seen in my life. Midjourney and all the artists who contributed to it. You have my most sincerest thanks from the bottom of my heart. Cheers. Trying to do the sound of a glass clanking together, but can't really do it. Aaron Horkey. Oh, wow. If you want a very distinct style, consider this man. Check out how his images take up the full frame. Like this bird, beautifully sharp beak, but then his wing extends to the end of the frame perfectly. I mean, shout out to Aaron, but shout out to Midjourney for that one. Spooky. Adam Hughes. I haven't seen many like this, where I'd say these are a lot more, not necessarily tame, but a lot more, what's the word? Not comprehensive, compatible with the human brain. Like, I can understand what I'm seeing here. Very clear figures. I love how in 3 of them it made it a woman. That's a little unexpected. Oof. And look at those eyes glowing under the shadow of the brim of his hat. Whoa. James Jean or James Jean. I'm not trying to make fun of your name. I'm sorry. Whoa. This color palette, how do you even establish that as an art style? These are thoroughly incredible pieces of art. Number one and two stand out the most to me, but holy cow. This might be the 3rd recorded goosebumps on me. Just like I've seen an alien. Like, I can't even describe what I'm looking at. My brain is having trouble even recognizing that it's going through something right now. Is this what you wanted, Midjourney and David? Is this the type of experience you wanted people to have? Because it sure is something. And that brings an end to the 30 artists. I hope you had as much fun exploring these as I did. If you have any artists that you want me to check out, please let me know in the comments below. I hope you're doing well. Take care, and I'll see you next time.